All right, welcome everybody. We finally got this going. It was a little bit of a headache this morning to figure this out without Deed, but we got it. I actually can't. Okay, looks good. Looks perfect on the board. Okay, guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This is a lot of fun. What I put as a description, just who you guys are. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Breathwork Facilitator, real estate agent, and dear friend of mine. Okay, and Julie, I know you as a realtor. Yes. Also a designer, mm-hmm. and then as well an artist, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And is there anything else you guys would like to add that I didn't highlight there?
I think that's perfect for me.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, so on here it says we get to dive into the WooWoo, which is I'm all about. So.
Woo-woo.
Yeah, we've been having some really cool conversations. I think that be fun to talk about as we're on here. I mean, children, our influence as parents. I want to talk about breath work. I want to talk about some of the conscious stuff that we're all up to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met Matt. We'll start there. I met Matt 7 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
8 years ago in real estate. Mm-hmm. We were in an office, and it was a major hustle culture, grind. Very productive way of doing business. But we were all talking about just how some of that's just out of alignment when it comes to who we are and how we operate, and quite frankly, how we attract and really can do business and really ultimately be happy and fulfilled in our lives, I think. But our relationship, Matt and my relationship, really has deepened over the last 2 years. I think we connected fast and early, liked each other from the start, but getting to know each other through the breath. And, I've been going through some stuff, I've been kind of really diving into my own life and connection. And I was going through some particularly hard times, and Matt would keep checking on me. And it was really neat because there were a number of times where I couldn't afford to come visit and come, because when someone's giving you time and their talents, yeah. there's a reciprocity that's appropriate, and I wasn't able to do that. Yeah. But he kept calling me and pulling me in and giving me the gift of connection and breath. And anyways, forever grateful, because I really feel like you've been part of how I've now actually connected to myself and know myself and love myself. So I love you, man, and so appreciate it, and I'm so excited about what you're doing and moving into, full embodiment of that as your gift, your way of being. You gotta share it, because if people can feel this, right? Yeah. Anyway, so much appreciated. I want to dive in a little bit about we met, I think 2 years ago, at least in my memory of was 2 years ago. One of the gals on my team, we had a repair contracting that we needed done.
Oh yeah.
And so I randomly out in front of one of the houses, because you were working as a point of contact for a construction company at the time.
Yeah, you're right.
And you were sharp. I told Matt as you were coming in today, I was like, and you really are sharp as can be, and the knowledge you have around construction and real estate. And you told me you have a master's in development?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your career.
Okay, so I've been licensed in real estate for about 10 years. I spent a lot of time in residential, and I wanted to expand because I love expanding in my consciousness, my wisdom, my career, just whatever it is that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And I thought about getting a master's degree originally in theology, but then I thought, why not match it to what it is that I'm kind of doing to make money? Mm-hmm. And so the University of Utah has a program. It's called the MRED program. They offer it in a couple of different schools, like in the U.S., I guess. And so, yeah, I went there. I got my master's degree in commercial real estate development. And commercial real estate is a lot different than residential real estate. Mm-hmm. And I actually did a commercial deal right before I went into school. And that was one of the things too that made me realize that, like, I don't know just how different they were, and that I would want to have a really good foundation if I was going to go into the industry. You know, like I would need it, and also the networking and the alum and just the connection. So yeah, I have a background, I guess, in those things. And something else that I'm really passionate about within real estate is design. As you mentioned, I love interior decorating. And I feel that also in connection to something that you said earlier, when you were talking about Matt and the desire that you have for him to share his innate gifts and abilities, because you know how much him simply being himself is such a gift to the world.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like my gift is my artistry. My gift is my energy. My gift is my essence, my presence, all of these things. And I love to be like in my genuine authenticity, sharing in that way, and expressing myself through design, I guess, through interior decorating. I kind of feel like life can get really boring. You know, there are a lot of square rooms and square doorways, and here's a couple bedrooms and bathrooms, but it's like, does anybody really want to live in a space like that? What if we opened up our mind to the possibility of living in an oasis jungle, or just like actually adding color to our lives and plants and all of these things? Like, we can really elevate
I was really bummed when
our experience, you know?
I was bummed when I didn't get to come get some of your plants when you were giving away plants.
Oh yeah, I literally, guys, the last place I moved out of, I sold or gave away over 50 plants.
Wow.
And they were all just in one room. But yeah, I may have deviated from what I was saying before, but ultimately I think I was just trying to share that, like, the best way that we can all serve ourselves and each other is just by expressing ourselves authentically through our work, through our, outside activities, just whatever. So yeah, I try to offer that in whatever it is that I'm doing.
You know what? The more I become in alignment, it's helping me see the importance of helping people come into their alignment.
Yes.
So so I love
because
you.
We kind of wear masks.
I love you sharing that. That's and I think that's why we're all together, because you are so you. I mean, no, I'm serious. Which gives permission to the people around you to be them.
Exactly.
You know?
It's like, hey, we're all safe together to be ourselves, And I myself wore many masks, as a younger girl, because I was trying to fit into, I don't know, just what everybody wanted me to be, told me that I needed to be.
Well, we talked about children and our influence to mold that and to actually inspire and coax who they are, versus, and I think that there was an earlier conversation where we discussed, she has a desire and an understanding her kids are going to be incredible.
Yeah, I was telling the boys, I was just like, dude, these kids that are coming down, they're so amazing and they're so miraculous. And Matt and I were talking about his son and my daughter, and like just how we were thinking to ourselves, what if the children are here to teach us? What if they have the wisdom and the guidance, and rather than us trying to program them into the old ways of being, we instead create a container where they feel unconditionally loved and safe, so that they can be themselves and also stand in their authentic vibration and frequency, so that, again, just like we're all saying, from the beginning, they can be sharing their innate gifts and genius and, authenticity with the world. And be more of themselves rather than the people that we think that they should be. I don't know, Matt, do you have anything to say on the subject? I just think it's so weird that it's been really normal in human culture for everybody to just want to tell everybody
what to do, how to do it,
what to be, and as if their way is like the best way. Like,
yeah. Well, and especially with the children, my understanding, which isn't perfect or complete, but kids, basically from the age of 2 to 7 are walking around as sponges, right? Mostly in a theta brainwave state. I mean, this is science backed. A lot of us during our waking hours are in a high alpha or beta state, logical processing, thinking all the time,
Yes.
judging, analyzing, doing it all. And the kids
Yes.
aren't. They're walking around just picking up whatever they're receiving. And when you really
Observing.
think about that, observing, it gives us both an awesome opportunity and also a high potential to lay down some patterns and behaviors that won't serve them long term. So
Yeah.
just from a conscious parenting standpoint, that's been a
Yes.
big one for me, especially where my son's right in that age range. And not that that goes away, it just, that's a really strong window, 2 to 7, 2 to 8 years old. So and then circling back too, just to where you opened and something that Julie said before we started, just this concept that each one of us are or can be a bridge,
Yes.
essentially, to another person's development, consciousness, enlightenment, whatever word you want to choose. And I'm not super attached to any of them, but
Yeah, me neither, because they all kind of lend themselves to the same kind of energy, which is what you're pointing to.
yeah. And if we truly just again, recognize that opportunity, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and
You know-
we're like activating each other realistically, and like almost like helping each other home. And like one of us kind of like wakes up and realizes something, and then we start to vibrate at that frequency or emanate that kind of energy, and just doing that or being that then influences our friend, or we can help each other, come
Yeah.
to these realizations. Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm
so
curious, guys. I did one of our last breathwork sessions, and I've been carrying this around, wondering, a little bit of self-criticism. I shared more 2 times ago. Do you remember that when I gave input and I kind of led meaning preloaded some anticipated. So when I talked about when you get into that tetany space where you kind of feel frozen, and then I shared to be curious past that, allow that, and go find what other experiences you can have.
you're talking about what you're experiencing and feeling when you're doing the breath work, right? Okay,
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
exactly
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so and to give a little context for listeners, just during a breathwork journey, if you don't know this already, you may. A lot of physical sensations can come up. Erin's
Yeah.
talking about one in particular where your hands, feet, other joints may lock up. And if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, you have a conscious choice to either stay in that space attached to those sensations, but you also don't have to. Like our minds are very powerful to be essentially multiple places at once
Totally.
if we
And
surrender to
You have
that.
to let go.
So what I was wanting to ask your input on this, that's where I'm. It's almost like I'm forcing an outcome. It felt like is that forcing an outcome or forcing? There's some things that took me a while to get past or figure out. I did on my own, and I'd like more input that way as well. Like, hey, enhance this way. Like you can go deeper by doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're supposed to do that, because you just shared space.
Yeah. The quick answer, I think, what comes to me immediately is this idea of like knowing what to expect without carrying a lot of expectations. So knowing what the possibilities are, I mean, especially in like a breathwork journey or other medicinal journeys where you're going into altered states of consciousness,
Yes.
I think it can be very valuable for people to have an idea of what can happen without being attached to what they want to happen,
Yeah.
what they think
There
should
you go.
happen.
Yeah.
It's again that release, the surrender, the letting go, and just being present with what is. And if you can get to that space, the reality is anything.
The sky is
You guys
the limit.
you guys hear this?
like-
Downtown is so awesome.
Got
Yes.
sirens going. Breaking the law.
Well, so
Yeah, I would also just like to say
Okay,
that
yeah.
you didn't do anything wrong.
well,
You did it perfect. You actually, I would say, because I do this as well, you have a very active mind. And really what you were doing in that moment was you were just kind of overthinking, you were overanalyzing, you were being very analytical. And rather than just allowing yourself, like Matt was saying, to kind of just be in the moment, to let go and surrender, which is so hard for all of us, quite honestly. You almost have to learn how to do it. And you also have to feel safe enough to do it, because it's very vulnerable to let go and surrender, right?
Yeah.
To not be in control anymore. And so, yeah, I think you did everything perfectly. And you were then just in that mentality for a second where you were just really, really thinking. And you just didn't actually need to be. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's what I am. Another little fun lesson I've learned in this. You can let go and just trust your body.
Yes.
So some of the enhancements I've enjoyed, the holding the breath longer. You know, or sitting inside of that the void a little bit. The confidence that my body will take, like okay, it's gonna be. You can push it to pass out.
Yes.
And your body will catch you. Like is trusting you're safe in your body to really embody that full experience in its entirety, essentially.
Well, and we totally trust this on the physical side with our bodies. If you hurt your body, if you get a cut, the body heals itself. What a lot of people are still somewhat unaware of is that mentally, emotionally, the body and the breath is that same healer.
Yes.
And again, just trusting in that and trusting that, yeah, you are safe in your body. You said it already. In a breathwork journey specifically, typically the worst thing that can happen to a person is they'll pass out. And you're usually laying down in the perfect place for that to happen. If it does, even that's super rare. So, but yeah, trust in your body. Trust that it has, your body, your subconscious has the capacity to heal all aspects of you and bring you to wholeness.
And sometimes, honestly, that's a big ask. It's a big ask to say, trust your body, trust being in your body, trust that you're safe. And I would say that for some people, it takes a certain amount of healing to feel safe in their body, to trust their body. But once you are able to do that, even having a baby, for example, like in my unconscious way of thinking, I wasn't really taught to trust in my body when I was giving birth. It was more like, this is a potential danger to you. Your life is at risk. You actually need the outside assistance from all these other medical professionals, or your life is in danger. That's what I was programmed to believe. When in reality, my body knows everything. My body can make the baby. My body can deliver the baby. I could have capsulated my placenta afterwards, and that would have supercharged my human body. But I had to have, the one baby one way, and then I had another baby naturally. I just gave birth to her in water by myself.
You did?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and she's a mermaid. And it was just like, I realized that, like, oh my God, it's the same kind of thing. I can trust my body. My body knows what it's doing. I guess these people are trying to keep me safe, but they're also teaching me something that's not true. And it's good for me to know that I can trust my body and that I could do this on my own, But I don't know, maybe we just have to have certain kinds of experiences that then teach us that we can, and then we know. Like, you probably know now too, and you've developed this trust within yourself because of these experiences that you've had with the breath and with other things.
Right.
Bodily autonomy is like the word that comes to my mind. And I mean, especially obviously with the pieces you spoke of, childbirth, motherhood.
Yeah.
But just in general, like a lot of the programming we're given around our bodies from culture, from society, from the medicine community doesn't necessarily teach us that we are safe and that we can heal. I had a diagnosis when I was 14 years old, a cancer diagnosis, actually, a skin cancer diagnosis and I remember vividly the doctors essentially framing this to me and my parents and I about a 10% chance that it could be, worse and potentially fatal. And I just remember attaching to that 10%.
Yeah.
As opposed
How could
to
you not?
right.
You know, it's yeah.
When the truth is, you mentioned truth, the reality, 90% of the time, things are fine. And why not lead out with that, with what's true and what's reality, instead of in fear?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
or preparing for the worst. Like, for some reason, this is another strange thing that I see amongst so many humans where, like, we all think we're protecting ourselves somehow by, like,
Yeah.
you know, worst case scenario.
Yeah. Preparing for the worst.
But
Like,
why
yeah.
not prepare for the best? Why not prepare for not even the best, but for something that's even better than what you ever dreamed of?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if it doesn't happen, like, oh, well, then I'm just going to, like, figure it out.
Something better.
But I don't want to plan for the worst, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
I don't
carry
want to
that
plan
state
for the
with
bad.
you all the time.
Yeah, because, you know, as a creator of your reality, whatever it is that you're actually believing and thinking within your belief systems and programs is what you will manifest. And so,
Did you guys hear I just recently heard it, but the universe, it's in direct reflection of, and basically waiting for us to take the action or to instigate the energy. And if we're preparing for the worst, that's the energy. That's what the universe will echo.
exactly.
And versus, you know, the crazy optimism, just the true belief, that pure energy, and it's literally just waiting to reflect that to us.
Yeah, it's like neutral, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
We bring the energy,
yeah.
and then it co-creates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful way of saying it. I love that.
Yeah, I heard that and I was like, okay,
It's like,
okay, and it's true. I can feel it.
Well,
You
the
know?
reality is a lot of times as human beings, we think that we're thinking. We think that we're analyzing the present, but which isn't true. Like a lot of the times in our minds, we're either stuck in memory
True.
or we're projecting forward into the future. And so either one of those things, whatever your kind of baseline framework for the world is this existence, is this universe a safe place for me to operate and to grow just like the trees and the flowers do outside, or is it surrounded in fear?
yeah.
And that's, I mean, again, where most people subconsciously spend most of their time.
Exactly. And then how could they not, even on accident, then begin to create more fearful situations in their own reality if that's the vibration that they're living in? You know, I actually believe that there's a way to like harvest energy. And there's a reason why so much of the media and so much of the things that are spread, I guess, are like fear-based. Because like human beings, they can choose to live in fear and from that energy of fear, or they could choose to live from love or something else, right? But just depending on whatever vibration or frequency that you're in, I don't know. There's a way to feed off of energy, both good and bad, and reasons behind why it would benefit others to have you in one state or the other. I guess that's all I'm trying to point out
Yeah,
without
agreed.
overcomplicating it.
Guys, I'm gonna just start this, but we're gonna continue talking for a few minutes. I have a coaching call now.
Okay.
So I'm going to join it, start it, and then I'm going to put myself on mute. And so we do a Monday and a Friday with our coaching system. And what we do basically Monday is
My dad used to raise one every year for us.
I'm going to hurry and tell them what I'm doing.
Eat almond and gherkin.
Yeah.
He hasn't done it for a few years.
We're on
It's
the
not-
call.
Hey guys,
I know.
real quick,
Hello.
I didn't know the room would be open, so I'm grateful it is. I'm going to finish. I'm on a podcast. I'm going to finish it real quick and then join in, but I'm going to mute myself. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, thanks, guys. Trav, lead it, brother. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
All right, so
So that's awesome.
I'll turn this down.
This last year.
Okay.
We're here.
You know what's fun? This is
We're
No,
doing
I like it.
all of
Honestly,
this is
like
all of
just
this
me
is
at my house. It's
all
like
of this
12
is
different
okay,
things happening
right?
at once.
All
Yes.
of this is okay. It took me 45 minutes to get the program
There's
started.
No place to go.
Like Matt said, we're down down to be here all
Big-
day. We're
big
so
secret.
good.
You guys, what I actually think we talked early before we got on about you have a vision and idea about plunging
Oh, yes.
and a whole thing. Talk to us about that.
Okay, yeah. So last year in September, I felt just very inspired personally to start cold plunging. And I didn't know exactly how it was going to help me, but I knew that it would cleanse not only my physical body, but my energetic bodies as well. And I really wanted to drop into nature and just challenge myself, really, like do those things that maybe sometimes feel uncomfortable, but to find the peace within the discomfort and to just do it anyways. So anywho, I started cold plunging at this mermaid lagoon. Oh my God, we're gonna take you guys there. That's what
I
we're
watched
getting
you.
to.
I watched you. I know what you're talking about.
And I would
It's
go
on her-
like
it's on her social
every
media.
Aaron was
single
there.
day.
I
Aaron
was there.
He was in the
Thank
trees.
you. In spirit.
I was the creeper watching.
So I was
It's good. You're beautiful. You are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Energy, everything. Yeah.
I'm like, now you're making me blush under my VIP thing. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were just like, and then Aaron and Matt have been doing this breathwork stuff, and me and my friends DJ, and we do sound bowls, and I've started to play the harp. And anyways, even at that time, you guys, I was just thinking there are so many individuals who would benefit from something like this. And I'm like, I was just thinking at the time that at some point I'd love to collaborate with friends, and we should all go out, we can cold plunge together, we can do the sound bowls, and like, I don't know.
You know what?
Just breathe and dance.
We're gonna
and
do this, but
connect
we're
in
gonna
with
do it.
ourselves.
We're gonna
It's
start
be
in the cabin.
So good. Okay.
Well, because right now, not right now, actually.
Well, we can start at the cabin.
No.
I'm going to take you guys to the
No.
mermaid place.
Actually, the lagoon right now isn't frozen yet. That's all I was thinking.
Oh, you're right.
But I bet it's not yet.
It could be.
So we gotta
but
get to
We haven't
that.
had a lot of snow, so yeah.
I bet it's not frozen yet. I bet it's
Dude,
still.
are you guys suggesting that rather than wait till the spring, we do this in January?
Yes.
Oh my
Immediately.
gosh.
Immediately. You're called to it. We're doing.
Okay, well,
we're
then
doing
we're
it.
gonna plan it, and then we're
Yes.
gonna let the people know when
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Let 'em know.
We want to share the access and opportunity to connect with ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I think ultimately what we want is to feel peace and harmony and balance and happiness within ourselves. And all of these things, you guys are like natural aphrodisiacs. They're natural, like, I don't want to use the word drug, but I'm just going to because I can't pull anything else out of my brain right now. But these are activities, and we were kind of saying earlier too, even that breath work is a tool, right?
Yeah.
Listening to the sound bowls, it's a tool. It helps to align the frequency of your energetic and physical bodies. The cold plunging is a tool. The breath work is a tool, and all of these things, they help us. And you're right. Why would we not want to assist in circulating these tools amongst our brothers and sisters?
Especially
so
when
that
they've
we
been
can
as
all
a-
be happy and feel great,
Yeah, especially as important as they've been for each of us.
Yeah, and calling our power back. It makes you feel so powerful. You're like very in control of your body too, like all of that when you're doing it.
One thing I want to share, and I know you just did this. It's funny because it was just 2 weeks before I did it, and I don't know that I even shared that I did this, but there's another access
What do you mean?
through diet, through
Fasting?
fasting.
Oh, I knew it, dude. My guides have been telling me to fast.
It's
and they've been
cra-
telling me food
me
is
too.
poison. Like they're poisoning all of our food, you guys. I know I sound like a crazy person right now, but I'm just saying.
Well, and I know, Matt, about, was it 10 days ago or whatever, you did a fast, pretty significant fast, but it was all intentional. It was a way to get.
How long was it? I want to hear about this, you guys.
I did two separate 3-day fasts recently over just right before and right after Christmas.
That's significant. Were you drinking water? Or
Dude,
like
dude,
no
I did the
food, no
very
water?
same thing 2 weeks before, and I didn't talk about it. But I ended up getting 2 days in, and then I went somewhere, and I felt bad because somebody had been hosted something, catered it, and I'm like, I was 2 days in. So then I got right back to it and did another 3-day to follow.
Nice.
Wow, you guys, I am so impressed. That requires a lot of self-discipline.
Well, you guys, through restriction, it offers a connection. It offers presence.
I'm gonna do this.
When you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are a couple places. When you're in despair, you are with yourself. You are there's I actually talked to this with a really close friend of mine this morning. I'm like, this is a special space.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to medicate or soothe or all this stuff to get away from that feeling. But if you actually go there, you are with yourself. That it is.
You're not supposed to escape it. You're supposed to connect to
Yes.
Sit with
feel
it.
Yes.
it
Yes.
deeply,
Yes.
and then it actually will leave you.
Yeah. Well, there's a lesson
at
there.
peace with
It's just a furthering of that connection. And
You're right.
I found this realization from the weirdest place. It's a online coach who's pretty off the wall, but
But we are woo-woo today, so it's okay.
yeah, no, this guy's not woo-woo. He would
Oh, okay.
no, he's a hard-edged, like
Oh, okay.
really hard guy, but he teaches spirituality but he doesn't really. It's not how he leans into his system. There's a spiritual aspect that he doesn't even talk about that he doesn't realize he's teaching, which is kind of cool. But anyway, so I think it'd be fun. We plan it. We each do a 3-day cleanse to go into it,
Oh my.
and then we go
gosh.
do the cold plunge, sound, breath work,
Yeah.
all of it.
The sauna. We should have like a specific order in which we're doing everything too, because that will be meaningful.
Like I'm totally down. So let's plan this thing.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. As
Yeah.
soon as the podcast is over, we're planning
Yes.
this.
We're driving to the Uintas. Yeah, I think one of the most fascinating things, at least for me, with fasting, with abstaining from food, or really anything, is just seeing like how attached we are to
Oh my gosh.
all sensory stimuli, right?
Yes.
Far more than like real, as we're cranking our coffees.
Me too.
Yeah, but far more than like the need. And again, going back to programs around food, things we were taught around eating and how much we need to eat and how much protein we need to consume.
Because you don't even need that much food.
That's what I've learned.
Oh my
Tell you
As
what,
I grew older.
in my house, we were poor, and my parents tried really hard to provide.
Yeah.
We always had food. My mom, food was big time. Parties, Sunday dinners, all of it, and we got the attaboys who could eat the most.
Yeah.
And look at this big boy, he's eating, and I'm a big boy now, so yeah, all of that's programmed in.
It is.
All of that, it really is. And what's so interesting about all the programming, in my opinion, it really, well, unless it's media and all the,
Well, it's a combination, I would say, of everything.
but bless our parents, they're bought into the same thing and they're all rooted from the same place. They were trying really hard to do the best job they could to get us make us healthy, productive society members. But man, I'm carrying a lot,
Well, and what just came up for me when you said that, and we this is what we were talking about at the start of the conversation. But again, it's just like individual authority and autonomy in finding what works for your body, and I think that's where a lot more humans today are becoming a little more conscious in general, where we're not necessarily looking to outsource everything, everybody else's expertise, because we've learned, hey, we're being lied to. Hey, we're told things that are not in our best interest. And yeah, at some point, I think this is true of food, of spirituality, of everything. You got to go inside and figure out what is real.
Trust, again, to go inside.
Yeah.
That we have the answers.
Exactly.
We know the right stuff. We feel it. We know it.
Yes.
Like, quit looking out and asking. Now we have ChatGPT.
Intuition. That's what it
Jeez.
is. It's like you said, our parents were doing the best that they could. They taught us what they believed in that particular present moment to be the highest and the best, right?
Yeah.
But what we know now and what we're remembering now is that it's not from the outside, but it's from the inside, and that even with food, we can be intuitive eaters. Like every single body and every single person maybe needs something different. And instead of teaching everyone that they have to fall into all of the food pyramid, which also is a scheme.
Oh, no
But
doubt.
it's like
That was
but it's
building
like
our
instead
economy
You
with a-
teach the children in the first grade that, hey, this is how you feed yourself. You should listen to your body. What is your body telling you? And all of this,
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, well, and back to fasting too. You guys, I did 2 fasts last year that I am actually very proud of. Neither was from food. That's why now I know my higher self is telling me this is the next step for me to do this food fast. But 2 different times last year, I fasted. I was celibate. I fasted from coffee.
Ugh.
I fasted from smoking weed. Like just all the things, right? And it also made me realize, like, oh, how much I liked all of these different things and how connected I was to them and how much I actually needed them a lot more than I thought that I did, But then I became so powerful and I felt so powerful as I stopped doing whatever it was and was just like acting just in my own self without any
Honoring
outside
yourself, yeah.
influences.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would just say again, I guess, whatever it is that we're choosing to fast from, it's so beneficial. It's very empowering, and it allows you to eliminate any kind of old relationships that you have with any of these things, so that then if you were to reintroduce them into your life again, you can establish
Boundaries,
a new way of
controls,
interacting
your own
with them,
rule. Yeah.
because
Different interface.
nothing is really bad. You just don't want any of it to get out of control, and
It's a
you want to make sure that
relationship.
you are operating the vessel, not all of these other things.
Yeah.
Even food.
Yep.
And food is so integral.
Yeah.
Like how, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And fasting is a way to connect with God. Like it has to be. I really feel so much truth in what you're saying.
I grew up fasting every Sunday or once a month
Yes.
right?
I mean, I did too, actually.
In the church, right? The
Yeah.
church I was raised in. But I'll tell you what, if all of this was taught to me the way
Oh
I'm
my
learning it
gosh,
now,
seriously.
I would have been down.
Yeah, and
You know?
the biggest shift there is that again, it's like doing it for you and for your love of yourself, as opposed to
Yes.
like being obedient to a dogmatic rule.
Yes.
Right?
It
That
is
changes
Your own connection,
everything.
all of
Yeah.
it is it elevates, attunes. It's an attunement.
It is an attunement.
It's a personal ability to attune.
You're actually upgrading yourself.
You're
quite
upgrade.
honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You guys think it'd be fun to do a weekly WooWoo podcast? Do you think that'd be fun?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Come
I'm
anytime you
100%.
want, Matt. I'm thinking about doing it once a week. I want to explore
Julie's
this.
clapping and cheering Matt as a
I
shirt,
wanna-
but that's in alignment with who we are. Okay.
Yeah,
Guys-
I show up.
Guys, I am so hungry for this.
I think a lot of people
I
are,
am.
quite honestly.
Like I'm having fun diving into this stuff.
I want to be slightly controversial in saying that just because of what you just said, as far as so hungry. I mean, the other one just to be aware
Chase?
of. Well, chase, but also our beliefs are a drug, right?
True.
And they're one of the strongest drugs changing our thoughts and behaviors that we can have. And I just say it mostly to be funny, but right? Like whatever we become so attached to, whether it's food, substances, sex,
Seeking.
yeah, or just our framework for the way the world works. Like the more attached we become to that, the more we're blocking out other aspects of the human experience of reality. So
Yeah, we have a friend who's pretty.
bring on the woo.
We have a friend that's pretty withdrawn. Or
You're talking about me?
no, well, yeah. But I wasn't specifically talking about you. But we
I know who you're
we
talking
have a
about.
close friend who
I
is
know who you're talking
who's chosen
I know.
who's choosing out, right? Like he's
Checked out
and by choice has.
in a beautiful way. Yeah.
But okay, so this is another. Okay, so if you have tools and resources and things that you can share with people, is that ego that I want to do that?
No. I mean, I say that because I feel that same way, and I don't feel that it's ego-based. It could be ego-based if it was.
Yeah.
Man, it's so.
You know what I'm saying? But I
It's
think that
selfish.
you
Like
would
I
know
hold
if it's not.
I hold breathwork here because I want to do it.
I know, but it's like
You know,
when you find something that's like so liberating.
and I want to share it.
Why wouldn't you want to share it? Exactly.
Yeah.
I like what Ram Dass says about when you come across a child that's suffering, you ease the suffering.
Yeah.
You don't
wanna help them.
you don't necessarily though throw on all of your beliefs about God and
Exactly.
consciousness and your trip. You're not necessarily trying to teach or change people. I think
So there was my question then when I shared prior to breathwork.
Yeah.
That is what I meant. That what you just said there.
yeah, I think as much as anything
That was
I'm
so
finding
key.
it's like just holding space and accepting people for who they are fully and wholly.
100%.
Because I've found like the deeper I go into myself, it's like, whoa, I am a lot. Like, and to be able to hold space for myself or find people who will go the distance with me, that's everything. And so, yeah, in reciprocity, that's, I mean, in a way, what I feel like I'm doing in facilitating breathwork space is just letting people embody who they truly are. And there's light there, there's darkness there, there's beauty, there's
Yes.
shadow, and there's all of it. And it's a full spectrum. So I don't think it's ego in wanting to share. I think the ego comes in wanting to project and change who people are because we think from some superior level, which is it's not real, right? Like it's all equal. It's all,
Yeah.
but as far as wanting to share and at least hold space for people to feel, to cry, to grow, to laugh, to smile, like that's beautiful. I think
Yeah.
that is the ultimate gift.
And what we're really doing ultimately, I see all of us, I see this in us, is like, I feel like we're just kind of living our lives. Do you know what I mean? And what you don't realize is that in just being alive and then getting involved in the activities that are making you feel good and stuff like that, it almost kind of accidentally influences other people.
Yeah.
And that's the most genuine kind of influence. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like you said, even us just showing up authentically as ourselves, we are then not even trying to, but inadvertently giving others permission to be themselves. When we start to change our lives in these healthy ways and we're adding these healthy tools to our tool belt, you know what I'm saying? Of how to manage and maximize this reality with things like breath work and everything else, we are then giving permission to other people to do the same. And I just think that that's so empowering.
Heck yeah. Guys, this has been awesome. We have a breathwork on Tuesday, the 13th.
Yeah, here.
Is it 13th?
Yeah, next Tuesday
I'm going to
here.
come.
You've better.
I'm committing.
Awesome.
I unfortunately
committed.
going to be out of town,
I'll be here.
but Jar will be doing it, and yeah.
Where are you going to be, Aaron?
Boise,
Boise?
and we're doing our coaching in Boise and Phoenix now, and
Nice, dude.
it's going really good.
No, that's so awesome.
Yeah. I know my son's going to come and bring his girlfriend's dad.
Cool.
Oh my
which is
gosh,
rad.
That is so cool.
My mom probably will be here.
Nice.
So anybody who's interested in coming, it's an open invite.
And I'm going to be here as well.
Yeah. Bring your bowls.
Oh my God, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd love that.
Yeah.
We have a gal that works with us that, and I've lost touch with her. I don't know what's going on. Like literally her phone's not working.
Like, did you disappear?
I know. Yeah.
Maybe she's listening now.
Hopefully listening, but yeah, she brought in the first time we did it here. She brought in sound bowls. It was really neat, and it actually really adds another layer to the whole thing. So
Yeah.
Sound both. People know this and people don't know this, but it needs to be said. Breath and sound truly are medicine. I mean, they
are the medicine.
It's scientifically shown to change brainwave states.
Yes.
To produce oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, DMT through breathing. I mean, we can do some miraculous things that are verifiable in changing the way people's nervous systems operate. Like it truly is medicine.
yeah.
And you
But
can
both of those-
manifest better from a regulated nervous system. When
Sure.
your nervous system is not regulated and when it's in chaos, I don't know, feels like it's impossible, really.
Yeah.
You get kind of taken over by that big wave, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
So yeah, come Tuesday.
Yep. Love to have anybody who's interested. 6:30 down at the office here at 165 Regent. It ends up being a great crowd. We had, I think, 20 people last time.
You know what else I should bring? Have you guys ever had the mountain spring water from Big Cottonwood Canyon?
Mm-mm.
There's actually a spot at the very top where you can collect water, like just that's like dripping from the mountain.
Holy cow,
I
cool.
could see if I could get it in big jugs and
That'd
like,
be-
bring it for everyone to drink.
That would be
after
so
Breathwork.
cool. I might actually
It's
have
full
a.
of minerals.
I might have a bottle.
nutrients. It's like the most untainted water anyone could ever drink. It's so blessed and holy, like coming straight from Mother Earth, and especially with breath work and everything else.
That would be
It would
rad.
be so good for
That'd
us
be
to
rad.
have it.
I'd love that.
Okay.
Okay, that'd be so cool.
Aaron's thirsty.
I'm gonna be. I'm
We're all
gonna miss
like,
this thing.
Give us some of this
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
from the goddess.
Heck yeah. You guys, it's been awesome. Thanks so much for being on. Let's collaborate and think of a day of the week or an evening or something that we could hop back on and maybe do more of this. I'd love that.
Okay.
Cool.
If you guys are up for it, okay? Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks.